Hey YouTubers, it's Josh with We7 Travel. Tanya has just left, and I just wanted to get on here and do a little, diary or whatever you want to call it. Um, we're explaining how a long distance relationship works, and most time on the internet you only see like the positive sides of everyone's life, not just a long distance relationship, but everyone tries to put their best foot forward. But in this video, or the YouTube channel, we was wanting to show that the truth, the full spectrum of how we make long distance relationship work. First of all, it starts with a soulmate connection. I've never experienced anything like I have with Tanya. She gets me on every level. There's not a one thing that I could pick out that says, I can't live with that, because she compliments me where I lack. I compliment her where she lacks in life. We're opposites, but yet so much alike. We had an instant connection whenever we first seen each other. It wasn't a nice to meet you. It was a, oh, hey, there you are. I've been looking for you. I've never had that with anybody. But I wanted to show the side where people don't like to really show, and that's when we have to be apart. She had to leave. She left here about an hour ago, and she's on her way back home, up to our northern home in Michigan, where she'll have her two girls there for the week, and then I'll have my boys here about 5 o'clock. We get them every other week on the same cycle, and but the time between her leaving, or me leaving up there and coming here, or vice versa, and me getting my children back, there is a gap of time that the house gets empty, that it gets real quiet in here, and you feel lonely. You want to have your significant other next to you, but you can't wait to get your kids. It's a world of kind of an empty feeling, honestly. That's the best way I can explain it, because I can run through the house right now and make all kinds of noise, but as soon as I stop, the noise stops. And with her traveling on the road, I'm worried about her travels, safe travels. 600 miles is a long way. We constantly reach out to each other, making sure that she's okay when she's traveling, I'm okay when I travel. I have never been more in love with life than this time period in my life. But even though I've never felt more love, been more celebrated, been found my perfect match, there's still struggles that you have to go through and obstacles you have to overcome in order to have that happiness. So I think in this video, that's what we're wanting to do is show the backside of the stage too. Of we're happy when we're together, and we talk constantly. We social talk, on the phone. What's it called? Messenger, a lot. The kids get to interact a lot on Messenger. That's actually how when the boys started meeting the girls, and we decided after about 5 or 6 months of dating that we'd introduce the kids a little bit at a time. We started showing them, Messenger back and forth, and they really liked it. And whenever they met each other, it was kind of like the same thing with them. It was a hello familiarity, is what Tanya would say about that. It was just natural. When we get all seven of us together, and you'll see in videos coming up in the future when we're able to go on vacations or whatever together, they're allowed to come here or us up there. How we do travel safely, but how we become it's crazy. Us four and them three is gels. When we get together, it just perfectly meshes. Haley to to Baron, to Isaac, to Eli, to Ella, you name it. They're constantly helping each other and enjoying each other, and rarely fight actually. But just because something's hard, like in this moment in time, when I don't have anybody here and I'm waiting on my three loves of my life, my boys, to come home, and the other love of my life is going home with two other loves of my life, and I can't see them for 21 days. It's a pull. It pulls at you both ways. Because you just want all seven of us constantly together, because it's the perfect ideal love in my mind of family. But just because I have these times, don't mean these times outweigh any other of the great times. Because I would take 10 years of this lonely feeling to have 1 hour of being around Tanya, the girls, my boys, all together at once. I mean, that's how much difference my life is now compared to it ever has been in the past. I understand, where people would say I give it all up for this person. She, she's my true best friend, and she's a true mother to my boys, and I'm a true father to her girls. And it comes natural. It's not forced. But I just wanted to show you guys the kind of the backside of all the smiles. Is there's sometimes some sadness and worry, in traveling and being apart. But it's totally worth it when the end game is I get to have her as my best friend for my life. That's pretty awesome to me. And I'll allow my boys to grow up in a diversified regions of the United States in love and acceptance as well. That to me is worth more than $1 million. Being able to say when my boys get old enough, they have memories with the girls, and they grow up in love and celebrated household, and not a tolerated household, and not a household where they're treated like an inanimate object, like a TV. Turn on, turn off. I don't ever want to do that with my kids. We have to remember they're little humans. That's one thing Tanya's really helped me with as a father, because we're all kind of stumbling through this life, just trying to do the best we can. You can read all the self-help books you want, but at the end of the day, that was the biggest, a lot of big things she's, taught me, and I've taught her. But they're little humans. They're not a yes sir, no sir. I mean, it's good to have manners, but we have to remember that we're sending them into a future that we'll never see. And I thank God every day that He's allowed me to finally find my other part of my soul mate in Tanya. And now they're going to have a life like that. They're going to have a life of celebration and growing up and learning principles and responsibilities, but most of all, love. And that's what we're put here on earth for. Well, that's enough of my rant for now. Love you, YouTubers. Thanks for following us. Thanks for staying up with us. And we'll continue to post. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to YouTube. Share with friends if you want. That'd be great. The more people we can help understand our life, maybe other people will step out on faith and find happiness too. So stay tuned, and we will have more up. Tanya's going to put some diaries on from her house, and we may talk to the kids some, and if they want to. But we're going to try to catch you guys up on our past, getting up to our first year together. So we'll see you later. Love you all. Bye.